Hello everyone and welcome back to Time to Play Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep Final Mix Part 8. And yeah, even though this is combat level 6 and you really go to the combat level 5 worlds, let's face it, I'm practically indestructible and unstoppable at this point. They could throw the final boss at me and I'd be ready to rip it to shreds. So I figured, might as well make it a little more interesting and just go to deep space because of all the worlds that I've been to in this game, at least from Vinterra, I really adore the music in Deep Space. The main music, not this part. By the way, I've decided I'm going to go ahead and speed up a lot of the mini battles if I don't automatically cut them out. So let's go ahead and speed it up just because it'll be more interesting than, well, plowing through them like normal. Now, I do have a small bit of a confession to make on this one, and unfortunately, well, for a long time I was doing this one as a, well, live commentary. I was doing the best I could with that, but unfortunately, from here on out, none of them are going to be live commentary. Well, actually, even the last one. I did a live commentary for it, but it was pretty pathetic. That's kind of why I just stopped and just decided I'm going to play through to the end and beat it. So, in my progress in the game already, I have actually beaten the game, including the very last secret boss. Well, not the secret one, but the final one. You know, against the half-hybrid, or not half-hybrid. I think you guys know who I'm talking about. But let's go ahead and focus on this, because I should really still do this.
But he didn't look vicious.
Well, compared to you, I'm kind of small, blue, and vicious, because you saw the way I tore through those enemies.
Last, he got away again.
Yeah, it's a shame you're not better at doing your job, huh?
Hold it right there.
Oh yeah, I love how it took you this long to realize I'm not from here, or that I wasn't originally part of this ship.
Trying to stow away, are we?
Aqua, how come you're not trying to explain your situation to him?
I said stay close.
Then again, this isn't the type of guy you could reason with, so... Then again, she doesn't really know that yet.
Captain Gantu, did I not order you to apprehend the fugitives immediately?
Yes, and I will have them in custody soon.
By the way, this guy's voice, I'm sure it's a very familiar, if not very famous voice actor, but I just can't think of the name. I'm pretty sure he's doing the voice of Shredder in the new Ninja Turtles cartoon, the 2012 one on Nickelodeon. He's also done a bunch of other voices that sound kind of in the same tone, but I just can't think of who they are.
Our weapons are of no
Definitely,
use.
Maurice from the Penguins of Madagascar in the cartoon from Nickelodeon as well. He's probably a very popular Nickelodeon voice actor.
We are fortunate you are here.
So it's kind of cool to see him in a
Your
Disney
assistance will
movie.
be most welcome.
Well, Disney game, but I'm pretty sure he was in the movie too.
Councilwoman, you can't honestly believe what this stowaway says.
I like how she trusts me right away more than she trusts you, and I haven't even done much to show it. I love skipping right to the point.
To apprehend them. Or did I mishear your latest excuse as to why you've again failed to carry out your duties, Captain? Will you help us?
Of course. Defeating them is my job.
Yeah, the pay is kind of lousy.
Best, ma'am.
Then might I make one other request?
What would that
Should you
be?
happen upon our
If I didn't
fugitives,
already know.
please do whatever you can to apprehend them intact.
You want
So,
me to capture
keep
Dr.
'em
Jumbo
alive.
And experiment 626?
But you can't just... That's my job.
Yeah, but you
had
suck
your
at it.
Chance, Captain Gantu. Now you will stand down and await orders.
Let's see if you can't even mess that up.
We will monitor the location of the monsters and keep you apprised. Thank you for your help, Aqua.
Of course. Experiment 626 was carrying a wayfinder. I'd note that shape anywhere.
I mean, wasn't it just a star, or
Terra and
was
Red,
I missing something? I mean, that could have just been a star. What really makes it more different than what the design of a star actually is? Now, even though this is post-commentary, I decided to speed up a few of these things because I honestly couldn't remember my thought process during it. So I'm just trying to cut this out because, I mean, come on, you see the length of the video right now, right? Imagine if I had kept the whole thing in. But I do remember that there's one important thing that I needed to do, and I will be doing that very soon. That was creating the Mega Flare. I can't remember who suggested it, but it was a while ago that somebody suggested to get a certain amount of commands, put them together, and bam! Mega Flare. It's supposed to be incredibly powerful. I've only been able to test it a little bit, and you'll see the results of that later on. But against boss fights? Not exactly what I was hoping for. So yeah, trimming all this stuff out and just showing you the basic setup and what I'm arranging and what I'm doing. Hopefully that'll make things a bit smoother, a bit more streamlined. Don't have to waste time with a lot of things. Oh, and this area... Well, there's actually two areas, but I kind of got lost for a good long time on a number of them. In this one, it took me like 5 minutes to finally figure out where I was supposed to go. But that's nothing compared to what's going to happen to me later on. So, let's go ahead and cut. The whole area itself isn't that big, but it does kind of feel like the places are exactly the same until you get to these two specific areas. And this is one of them. This is a very interesting part of the level because it gives me this whole Sonic Adventure 1 vibe with Twinkle Park, where you were trying to take out all the bumper car enemies. I know Sonic Adventure 1 didn't invent that concept, but I still feel like it's probably one of the more famous ones to pull it off. At least one that's more memorable to a lot of gamers out there. Because I certainly don't remember any other bumper car levels where you get in a bumper car and beat them up. And no, I did not play the Burger King bumper car game. Ugh. Why would you even want to mention that? Let's see. There's a lot of ways you can play around in this area, so that's nice. I can swing off of those like it's, well, you know, this is probably the concept from Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, where you could, like, man, what was that called? The action flow, or the flow command, or something like that, where you could just spin off of poles or enemies and fling them around. It's nice to see where this idea kind of came from, if this is really the idea of it. I'm sorry, did that enemy survive? I'm pretty sure I hit him like... Yeah, he's barely alive. That one's dead, but him... He's holding on by a focus sash. What is going on here? Wow, how did you dodge all of them? Okay, you know what? I need to cut this part out too. Yeah, I know this is post-commentary and everything, but even I'm still like confused as to what's going on. Sometimes things just escape me, and it's kind of fun to go back and rewatch and remember all this. Ah, so now I can do the air dash, the air slide thing. Nice. That's one of the... I always like that ability where you can just zoom in the air and just kind of skip over everything. It's really good for platformers too, as long as you know how to handle it. In this game, it's not like you're really going to fall to your death, so... Okay, now, can somebody please explain to me how this is different from somebody just trying to make a star? Like, what makes a wayfinder different than a star object? Oh, and let's fast forward. Now, I couldn't do that for all the battles that I encountered because whenever I tried to speed it up, there was this... It just sounded like this constant annoying sound, like an... And it's this kind of sound that pops up whenever my laptop crashes. So, you're welcome. And I can go ahead and just show you the basic idea of what I'm setting up for, what my commands are, but I do need to go ahead and put on that air slide because can't forget about that. That's a great ability and I need to have it. So we'll get that set up and skip ahead. Yeah, after that, I got lost for about 20 minutes because I could not find the door to where I was supposed to go to find Experiment 626, aka Stitch. And, I mean, yeah, I think it's okay if I just call him Stitch. I understand why they don't call him Stitch because they didn't name him. It's Experiment 626. That's what he is in the movie until Lilo, the girl finds him on the planet. It was right here the whole time. That's where I'm supposed to go. The teleporter. I don't know how I kept overlooking that for nearly 20 minutes, driving me insane. And even then, I don't even think I leveled up that much because I don't think the experience is enough to get me anywhere. Ugh. And of course, load screens, we can get rid of those. But I do want to ask you guys, I mean, the video series itself for Time to Play Kingdom Hearts hasn't exactly been doing that well, so... And since I've already got the final part recorded, would you be okay if I just skipped all the way to the final part that gave me a lot of trouble? Or do you still want to see me go through the entire game? Because at this point, it'd be almost absolutely no different from anybody else who's done it, except I'd be getting through it a bit faster. I mean, I'm really not doing anything all that special. Commentary-wise, there's that, but... And I would like to do the cutscene summaries, but it doesn't seem like there's that many of them that are focused more on the actual story of the movie, whereas this is more like taking place in the actual Kingdom Hearts universe. No, that's a bad way of putting it, but I think you guys get the gist of it. It's not it doesn't feel like it's directly ripped from the movie. Yeah, some of it is, but there's like not... Blah. I think I'll let you guys know what I mean. So yeah, while instead of skipping this, I'll just go ahead and ask, do you guys want me to continue? Or do you want me to just skip to the very last part? Maybe do like a quick catch-up of all the events that happened, just to get everybody up to speed before I take on the final guy? Or, heck, do you want me to just skip to the Keyblade Graveyard and just start from there and show you all the final stuff? Because, I mean, I'd have absolutely no problem just skipping ahead to the good part. And I think a lot of people are like that too. So, let me know in the comments. Skip to the Keyblade Graveyard and take on... Well, you guys already know who the bad guy is anyway. Xehanort. Do you want me to take on Xehanort? Or Terra Xehanort? Or continue going about this for another, probably going to be like 5 or 6 episodes.
Look out!
Oh, it's a shame that Stitch didn't know that I actually saved him from those monsters.
626. I have orders to take you in.
He said the magic word!
I think you and I need to talk.
Yeah, good luck. He doesn't really have a good vocabulary. God, he's like only a little bit better than Groot. Now, I'm not gonna skip out this guy, this fight, because it does at least involve Stitch. Though I don't think I really did that much with him in this because I didn't need to. It's just so easy to rip him to shreds. And I'd also like to ask, if the Keyblade's the only thing that can stop the Unverse and the Heartless and even the Nobodies, I think, then how are the sidekicks able to do it? Like, how come Donald and Goofy and everybody I meet in the worlds is able to rip through them? I mean, look at Beast in Hollow Bastion in Kingdom Hearts 1. How come he's able to do it with just his bare claws? So, a couple of things don't really have a lot of continuity going for it. Then again, I'm honestly lost at words. I think that's the biggest thing that confuses me in the Kingdom Hearts lore right now, is that if it's the Keyblade that's supposed to kill them, then how come everything else, when you partner up with them, works? Is it like some kind of like special deal or special chant you cast on them that lets them hit them?
What is it you're looking
Like, I understand that the Keyblade would be used to open their hearts and release the hearts trapped by the Heartless and Nobodies, but
Wait!
I
just
don't
need to
quite
ask
get
you.
how this is supposed to stop them, but at the same time,
Dr. Jumba and Experiment 626 have been cited.
it's
That
so
time
hard to
told them
explain
of
this,
one
but I
running
think a
around
lot of you
village.
guys understand what I'm trying to say
You can see
anyway.
that they're secured.
Is Experiment 626 really that dangerous of a creature?
He's so cute and
Must
cuddly!
assume so.
All right,
How
then.
can you just assume that? What has he done? I mean, seriously, what has he done? I mean, what action has he done to show being a dangerous threat? I mean, he did take on the Unverse, but still. Ah, yes, the gravity room. Every good series has to have a good gravity mechanic in there somewhere. Now, let's see. Oh, let's do Mega Flare! Wow. It's a shame it doesn't do that well against the bosses, or at least from what I've seen, but clearing out hordes of enemies? Yeah, I think that's cool. I just had to show that. But for all these other little fights, let's go ahead and skip ahead. Now, the only reason I'm not skipping through this is just to show the basic layout of this place. Like all the chests, the control panels. I mean, at this point, I mean, it's kind of hard to keep it flowing when this is post-commentary and you've already cleared the whole thing and you know what's going to happen. Kind of sucks. Which is why I'm just kind of asking you guys once again, do you want me to just skip to the Keyblade Graveyard or continue on for, what is it, like, 3 more worlds? Yeah, 3 more worlds. There's at least 3 more worlds. Should we skip them or should we do like a little quick catch up? Like if I skip to the Keyblade Graveyard, I just show what happened in those worlds. You know, real quickly, summarized. Not a cutscene summary, but you know what I mean. A lot of you. I'm so bad at putting my words into words when I'm trying to talk without a script. Remember how bad I was in the early days of my videos? And if you don't, well, this is a small taste of what it was like. It was pretty darn bad. This is actually really good compared to my old days. Oh, man. Oh, look at that. I kind of forgot the little benefit of that. It basically filled Firestorm all the way up to the maximum. Or at least to when I can start using it. But there's no other enemies to hit, and once again, just trying to show off where all the, or at least some of the treasure chests are. Prism Rain. I forget what that was supposed to do. It's kind of annoying that I have to set the gravity up so I can get higher, and then I have to bring it down so I can get the chest. But it's really more of a thing you can skip, so it's only there if you want to. I can't really fault the game for that. It's annoying, but it's an optional sort of thing. Level 32. That's pretty much where I was with Terra when I beat the game. So I'm pretty darn sure. Yeah, I can repeat myself for the 20th time, but let's not. Let's just. It's never gonna get old to me how easily I could just shred them. Okay, we are finally into the last area.
It's time to give up. Then I will fix abnormality, and ridiculous behavior stops.
Hold it right there.
Huh?
Dr. Jumba, Experiment 626. I've been authorized to take you into custody.
Amazing that Terra had that much of an impact on him, because it didn't really seem like it was that much.
It does belong to you. But where have you seen that shape?
His copy he made of good luck charm that boy Terra showed to him. Terra said friend gave him charm, was very protective of it.
Thank you, Exposition.
He really said that to you?
Yes.
Then you're still alright. Tara.
Oh, after your big hissy fit in the last world, that's the best sign of relief you get.
He's hesitating in his genetically programmed destructive instincts. Just look at him.
Yes, someone taught him about friendship, and now all of a sudden he's no longer a killing machine.
Our orders are to capture them alive.
Yeah, sure, Disney logic. I'll go with that.
Take a new approach. All right, you two. Any last words before I blast you into a million pieces? I'm just Big Bone.
I can't help but laugh a little at that one. I just kind of enjoy it. I wish it's like you know what he was saying. You know, he just insulted him, calling him fat. I shouldn't have to explain that. I'm sorry.
Stay out of it.
I guess we have to do this the hard way.
But the hard way's the fun way! Especially when he falls, because he ain't gonna put up much of a fight.
I've had enough.
Yeah, as you can see, Mega Flare is really good against a large horde of enemies. Not so good against the bosses, although it does fill up Firestorm right away, so I guess that is pretty useful. My mistake. Look at him! He's almost down one full bar. Wow! That was like a bar and a half of damage that went to him. Easiest, shortest boss fight in this game. Then again, it's not much of a fair fight when I leveled up incredibly dangerous levels. Me no put good sentence words together.
I'm not done with you yet.
You kind of are, pal. Did you? You couldn't even scratch me.
I can explain.
You've been of great service, Aqua. Thank you.
Well, I guess I'll end this the same way I started it.
626 to the asteroid
I
vanished.
adored the
return,
music,
back
the
on
main
patrol.
music that was used in Deep Space. I think that's got to be my favorite music piece in Birth by
Please,
Sleep,
Your
and
Highness,
very close,
would you
if
consider
not my
firing
very favorite,
Experiment 626?
in the whole Kingdom Hearts series, because
He's an
there's just
extremely
something-
dangerous creature.
it just has this Tomorrowland vibe to it, and it
Seems
just
to me he's at least
fills me
trying
with,
to
with
make friends.
nostalgia and glee, and it's just
And dangerous or not, I really believe he can succeed.
like I
Very
can't
well, Aqua.
put it into
If he
words,
behaves
but I
himself,
love the
will
way it
consider
comes out.
shortening his
I just feel like they've
Thank you,
hit the
ma'am.
nail on the head for that. So, yeah, really, really enjoy the music.
I like the charm you
It's
made.
way better
think maybe
than the Cinderella
more
world.
circular
I could listen to
paths could be
that,
part of
to
yours.
Deep Space
My
music
name is Aqua.
for a long time. I listened,
friends
I mean, that was the only thing that kept me sane when I got lost, was just listening to that music. Except when I kept running into all the enemies and it changed the tempo of the music. But hey, I was getting lost, and it was something that was putting my mind at ease. So let me know, guys, do you want me to do the next 3 worlds, or just show you real quickly a summary of what happens in them and go straight to the Keyblade Graveyard? Let me know in the comments. And for those of you still watching, thank you so much. I love you guys. Later. Take care. Goodbye.